The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to Conor Commentary, a hilarious take on news, politics, sports, and current events. It's time to buckle up. Here's Conor.
What's up, guys? We're back for another week. I think it's week 6. Is that correct, Ed? I think this is the 6th episode. You don't know?
I think you're overestimating.
Okay, maybe it's the 5th, then I'll have to go back and look. I thought it was the 6th. We have Patrick Michael O'Leary, Senior, in the studio, recent senior. So, PJ, your son is what, 1 now? He just turned 1.
Just turned 1 September 11th.
And I'm actually the godfather, just so everyone knows out there. So he's going to be talking about all the stuff that he used to do in comparison to the changed man that he is now. You know, repented for your sins, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely changed man.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. So first things first, we'll get into the troll of the week. Again, we have one of the bizarre names, and it's on Twitter again. For whatever reason, nobody on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram's trolling me. You guys are going to make fun of me a little bit more. But this was Nefarious Rucker. I don't know, maybe it's Darius Rucker's brother or something. He said, quote unquote, "Bro, you just post grime, you are going to lose subscriber." I don't know exactly what that meant, but it sounds like he's going to stop following me or I'm going to lose a bunch of subscribers. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share it, like it, put it out there because, you know, if I keep putting the grime, whatever that means, I am going to lose subscribers. So please do just that. And then we got to get into Beat Pete. So they're actually in a dead tie now. I know Ed was asking before the show who's winning, my mom or Pete. My mom had a tough week last week, man. She went 6-9, and Pete went 8-7. So that allowed him to creep back in. They're now both 36, 26, and 1. So we're what, a fourth way through the season, right?
Yeah, 1/4.
Fourth way through the fantasy season too, because week 17 doesn't count. I will count it here, the last week, but yeah, I mean, we're a fourth way into the year, and they're in a dead tie, which is hilarious.
With the football expert.
With the football expert.
My mom, paid millions.
Yeah, he gets paid however much money. He's definitely made millions. The guy's been around forever, which is the whole reason why I did this. I just want to show that, like, this guy's an expert. It's like the same thing with people who are, like, stock experts. They're not really an expert. Like, a lot of people can be them. The everyday, like, average person can come out on top. So, actually, I was going to ask you, I know you used to gamble a little bit.
A little bit.
So now that you have a kid, do you have to gamble more so you have more income, or do you have to cut back so you can cut expenses?
Well, diapers are pretty expensive. So. Nah, it's just for fun now. It was much easier living in my mom's basement.
Yeah, trust me.
Got a mortgage now, I got kids' diapers.
Definitely. That's a lot on the plate, so you really need the Patriots to cover -16.
Yeah, why? You know something like that information?
No, we were waiting for you on that one. All right, let's see. So Thursday night we have Seattle on the Rams. That's going to be a good game. So my mom's going with the Seahawks. Ooh. They used to be unreal at home, but it's not the same. It's not the same like.
It's not the defense.
It's the defense. I guess the noise is still there. Remember how deafening that place?
Yeah,
they would never lose at home. The 12th man.
Yeah.
And now.
Remember the stadium was built just built to keep the noise inside, down low. But yeah, I mean, definitely not the same.
That should almost be cheating, right?
You would think so.
Yeah, because then they have the advantage there. It was so loud in Buffalo last week too.
So loud. Which
is the second game. It's New England, Washington. My mom's taking New England. I think everyone in the world's taking them. Then we have New Orleans, Tampa Bay. My mom's going to go New Orleans. We'll see what Teddy Bridgewater can do. He's putting Alvin Kamara's fantasy numbers way down. Then we have Minnesota and New York. I think that's the Jets. It's cut off here. They're playing the Jets, or are they playing the Giants?
The New York Giants?
I think so. Okay, so we're going Minnesota regardless.
Okay.
Then we have Chicago and Oakland. That one's out in London. My mom's going to take Chicago. Okay, Jimmy Hayes.
I got a text last week. Hey, Pa. Connor's mom took Chicago. Took the Vikings. What's her problem?
He texted me as well.
Leave her alone. She's 16.
I told him I was taking the Bears, but my mom did take the Vikings.
Yeah.
And guess what? The Bears did win. They did win that game. I mean, they had Chase Daniels playing. I don't think it matters. I think you could play quarterback and that defense would still win the game for him.
Ask my boy Chris.
Yeah. Then we have Philadelphia and the Jets. Okay, my mom's going Philadelphia there. We have Carolina and Jacksonville. Mom's going Carolina. Arizona, Cincinnati. Neither one of them have won a game.
Ooh.
So someone's going to get on the board there. Arizona is the pick. Then Buffalo, Tennessee, going Buffalo. Houston, Atlanta. It's going to be a good game. Going to go Houston.
Yeah, you got to go Houston.
Yeah, Matt Ryan just can't hack it, man. He turns the ball over too often.
You're right. First half is pathetic.
And then Pittsburgh, Baltimore. My mom's going to take Pittsburgh. That could be an upset there. It's all on Mason Rudolph, right? Chargers, Denver. My mom's going with the Chargers. Dallas, Green Bay. My mom's going Dallas. Then we have the Kansas City and Indianapolis. Wow, 99% of the people on this sheet took Kansas City. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Going Kansas City as well. And then San Francisco, Cleveland. My mom's going San Francisco on that one. So we'll see what happens this week, Pete. If you're watching, I'm going to tag you again. I'm going to keep trolling you until you answer. But do you have a pick? Do you have a special pick for the viewers this week?
Not a big. I love the NFL, but if I had to do a pick, it's the number 7 Auburn Tigers are going into Gainesville, Florida Gators, -3. Auburn just destroyed Mississippi State last week. They have got a quarterback named Bo Nix.
Okay.
Have you heard a cooler name than that as a quarterback?
I have not, no.
I don't think so. Auburn's going to win by 20.
Wow, bold prediction by someone who doesn't gamble that often anymore.
No, I don't keep track at all.
All right, so now we get into it. We'll talk about how you became a dad. We'll tell the story about how we first found out. But I just want to say that Johnny, your brother, so the sibling rivalry lives on, he texted me and was like, Pat's going to shit his pants up there. So I was laughing. I'm like, nothing has changed. You guys are still sibling rivals.
He's mad at his father, not at me.
So is Arya and Patrick, those are the 2 kids, by the way, are they like that yet?
No,
Are they too young?
No, yeah, way too young. They're at the stage now where Arya she wants to be all over him. At first, Patrick was in awe, always watched her.
Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with him, and now she's all over him, and he's looking at her like, get away from me.
You're like, what's your problem?
It's going to come. She loves him. He could care less. Right
yeah, because they're what, like 11 months apart,
11 months,
right?
exactly, yeah.
So did you even wait the 6 weeks, or did you just try and have another kid right away?
She can't keep her hands off me. But yeah, we kind of waited.
Well, I guess not, because that happened quick.
Yeah.
So then you went from having 1 to 2 just like that.
Just like that.
What's the biggest difference?
The biggest difference, I would say, is that you have no time to yourself anymore. 1 kid, you at least she's got the baby. Okay, you're gonna do whatever you want to do.
Right.
And then now that you have 2 kids, it's no, both you have responsibilities. If I want to do something, I'll be all right, Kale, I'm doing this. It's kind of screaming it because okay, you got both kids. If something happens, it's on you. You know what I mean?
Thanks for watching the kids, so Pat can do this. By the way, Kale.
Yeah, I appreciate you, girl. But yeah, no, it's the hardest part is definitely no time to yourself anymore.
Right. Yeah, I see it when it's over there. It's like it consumes you now.
Yeah.
It's like you're always watching one of them. Something's always going on.
Exactly. Yeah, and then sleep too. Obviously, you know that we didn't wait long enough. We had a back-to-back, so we had to get them both on the same sleeping pattern.
Right.
So one of them, if they were up, they would think the other one was playing. One of them was sleeping, and then they woke up. They thought the other one was playing, so they would scream. And
So with that, was
tough.
one of them always waking up in the middle of the night? So if Ari was sleeping, PJ wasn't, or vice versa?
Yep, and then she would try to wake him up and or whatnot. They would hear each other and just...
When's the last time you got a full night of sleep in the past 2 years?
Honestly, lately, I can't complain. I've been... Last 2 months, they sleep from 7 till 6 in the morning. So I wake
that's
them
not
up.
bad.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable now. But before that, we were getting... Me and the baby mama, we were getting probably 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
Oh, my God.
If lucky.
If lucky, yeah.
Yeah,
so
consistently, yeah.
Would you drink a Monster energy drink every morning?
Yeah, we got a cold brew machine at the office. So
that does it, yeah.
I would kill it pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a big help, man. That's crazy. So honestly, we got to tell the story though about how Kale found out she was pregnant, because that was hilarious. Who knew? Did I know before you knew? I might have.
Yeah. So what happened here was another thing that kind of changes when you have kids is every playoff game since 2013. Me and the mother of my children, Kayla Nightingale, Sugar Mama, what's up? We would go to every Patriots game.
I remember that.
Travel,
yeah.
We'd go to Denver. We went to Denver. We would go to every Patriots playoff game. So the night before the AFC Championship game.
It was. Oh, my God. It
it
was,
was the night before the AFC Championship game. It was me, you, our buddy Cal, QB1 at Methuen High, and Sean Whitaker, guard number 1, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
At Methuen High. We all went out, and then I remember we were going home to my apartment, mine and Kale's apartment at the time, and me and Cal hung out outside we did some activities, and while you and Whitaker...
Some activities, you guys are smoking pot.
Yes, that's
exactly
what we were doing.
I just want to make that clear, Ed.
So I come inside.
I kind of suspected anyway.
Yeah, okay. Not to put you on blast there, just we're open to that.
I'm sorry.
It's legal in Massachusetts.
Now.
Yeah, who knows? That was only 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was
Actually,
3 years ago.
3 years
3
ago.
years,
So,
yeah.
I forgot. You got to wait 9 months.
Yeah, 10 months.
So
yeah.
it's been 3 years now.
Yeah, 40 weeks.
So yeah, we walk in and Kale's just sitting at the kitchen table with a pregnancy test, and we walk in like, "Oh, how you doing?"
Dude.
So is it positive?
So then I walk into Whitaker saying, "Kale, are you pregnant?" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then Whitaker like does that stupid laugh. That stupid laugh he does, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" And
You thought he was joking?
Yeah, I
So
didn't know.
you didn't know
Well,
that she would even have been taking the pregnancy test?
No, no
Okay,
idea.
wow.
And then I looked her in the eyes, and she ran into the bathroom, started crying of like embarrassment. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like not even like. I mean, we were 20. I was 25 at the time, so I
Right.
was super young. Like, and then I went to the bathroom with her. I came out. I was probably in her there talking like, what
are we gonna
do? Like,
yeah.
just trying to comfort her more than anything. And then I come outside, I open the door thinking that you guys left. Like, you
Oh,
know,
we didn't leave.
No. So you guys definitely treated yourself to more alcohol, and quarterback one, Cal Carroll, was drinking, was so happy and gave us both a hug. It's like,
We were just trying to celebrate.
yeah. You guys 100% tried to celebrate, and then that that was that.
So did you go to the AFC Championships the
Yep,
next day?
we did.
You did.
We
So
did.
You had a designated driver though.
Yep, we did. Yep, and my buddy Phil that we go to all the games with, Phil Maya.
Yep.
We go to all the games with. He suspected it right away because Kale wasn't partaking in those pot activities.
Right.
And drinking, he's like, "Yo, what's Kale's problem?" And then Kale just like
She was doing sober October or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was January, I think.
Yeah.
And then she just admitted to everything, and then Phil's like, "What? Who knows?" Phil gave me a hug. I'm like, "No one knows."
No one knows.
And Phil's
Literally.
buddy that was there too, he found out before my family did.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny. We found out before your family did too,
Everyone
just by coincidence.
Crazy.
What's the time too? Because in the beginning, it's like you gotta wait like before you tell people typically, right? Just to make sure it's like legitimate. You gotta go to the
exactly,
doctor,
yeah.
and the doctor has to do
Everything's
the
okay,
tests and like
yeah.
make sure everything's good.
I would say you probably wait like 3 months.
Really, that
yeah,
long?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably 12 weeks.
That
yeah.
long?
After the first trimester
Yeah.
is usually when people
Yeah, exactly.
announce the news, but you were in early.
I was in number one. I think I was in before he
Yeah.
was.
He was.
You
yeah.
weren't there for the conception.
I was not.
He was
no,
not there.
I was not. I was there for. I was there shortly after. I was there for the
Shortly
christenings.
after.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah,
And-
definitely.
Yeah, then I was there the day. I was there the day of the godson was born, Patrick Michael O'Leary Jr.
Yep, he showed right up to
And-
the hospital.
And he looks just like you, man. He's gonna end up being just like you. So what are
Hopefully.
you gonna do when he ends up acting just like you? Both in good and negative terms, because I was going to ask you before, or we were talking before we even got on the stage, like the worst things you like put your father through as a kid.
Oh,
and I
man.
mean, it starts from like when we were little kids in middle school, like just getting in trouble, like having the principal call your house,
Yeah.
like getting a D on the report card. And then like as high school it progressed to the point where you broke into his business and threw parties and invited 70 kids. And this is a true story. And I see you laughing. And had 70 kids over. What are you going to do if he does that to you?
So, I mean,
Oh, we'll start even before.
So-
At some point, right? What are you going to 6th grade, the principal calls. He's messing around with his kids in class and they call he's in trouble.
as long as he's not bullying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bullying, like, absolutely not. Like, I was never bullied at it.
You never were. I know. I
Never.
remember that.
Never bully, man. But, like, if he's clowning around with his friends and he's got his conduct is a C-, like, what am I going to say? Like, there's nothing I can say. But, I mean, yeah. Do you remember my dad yelling at you?
Right. Because I worked there.
Ed, he was the second shift. So,
I worked on the second shift at his dad's business. It was like it was a
Food manufacturing company.
manufacturing company.
A big plant.
And one part of my job was to go in there like after school, and I would clean the place. So I showed up like that Monday, and there were beer cans like in the trash. There was like stuff
Ooh.
everywhere. The place was like. It wasn't trash, but you could
Yeah.
tell that somebody threw a party here. Your
Our
dad
friend
wasn't.
Kim cleaned up and Pat Lucy.
Yeah, I mean, your dad wasn't dumb. He knew that something happened, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Pat had a couple people here. I
But
don't."
never said a word.
Who, your dad?
Not
to you?
No. At the first time, he didn't say a
Yeah,
word.
maybe we got away with it in the beginning,
and then,
but it continued to happen.
then someone pulled the fire alarm.
That is correct. Yeah.
So I threw it. It was probably like the third one. I threw another party, Ed, and then someone pulled it was probably like a crazy ex pulled the fire alarm.
You had a lot of those.
But yeah, so one of them pulled the fire alarm, and
I forgot about that. What happened with that? Did your dad even get in trouble with that?
He got billed.
He got billed.
he got billed, and
Was it
that's how I got
expensive?
caught. I don't know if it was. I don't know if he cared about the expense, but the fact that the fire department showed up to his company.
Now the fire department and the police have like him on his radar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wasn't there for that. Did kids get caught?
So no one got caught. Everyone
scattered as soon as the fire.
Everyone
went off.
scattered, and then everyone scattered, and then Kim talked to the fire department, said it was a mistake.
Yeah.
And then they shoot away, but that's when like he flipped out on you because he knew that you left the doors open for us to have the party.
I was somehow.
Oh, you were the accomplice.
It was an accident.
Wow.
I didn't have the key that night. I forgot it
Conor,
at my house.
let's be honest. It wouldn't have happened without your participation.
My dad would agree with that, Ed.
Yep.
And I don't even think I was there, to be honest. Maybe I was. I don't remember. It was a while ago now. Sorry, Mr. O'Leary. But your dad laughs about it now, though.
Oh, yeah. Now my dad says absolutely genius.
Yeah.
He goes, I can't believe that your older brother didn't have one. Kind of a pussy.
So he gives us credit where credit's due.
Yeah. My dad's the man.
So what you want to do is not have your own business in the future.
Yeah, I can't have my own business or Patrick's throwing rippers.
Or Patrick's going to throw rippers.
Yeah, that Arya is not allowed to go to.
I was just going to get into that because what are you going to do? Because they're so close in age, man. So I'm trying to think. He's in September and Arya's in October, so they won't be in the same grade.
No, yeah, I'm gonna.
So there'll be one grade apart, though.
Yeah, they'll be a grade apart.
So when he's in 7th grade, or when he's in 11th grade and she's in 12th grade, he's in 10th grade, he's in 11th grade.
They're there.
You're gonna what? Have him watching her? Or?
Oh, of course, yeah. Like,
is there gonna be a double standard here?
There's no way I can say no to that girl. Like, the second, like, dude, she has me wrapped around her finger, and I know that.
Yeah.
But then I have my son. So, Daddy, can I do this? Daddy, can I do that? Yeah, of course. And then behind the scenes, I'm going to be grabbing him by the neck. Like, you really going to let your sister do that? Like, what's wrong with you?
So he's
my spy.
So he's going to have to spy. He's going to be the monitor of all the dates.
He's going to be monitor. Oh, there is no dates, but yeah. He's going to scare.
Well, there's got to be an age. I know Kay will be watching.
I mean, hopefully
she's going to have to allow it. But boy, honestly, when do you think?
Oh my God!
You have a daughter, Ed. What do you think?
Yeah, Ed, you tell me.
She's older, right?
Yeah, but
what age is the first date? You didn't have a son to watch over.
No, 15-ish.
15-ish, yeah.
Don't tell me that. It's not going to happen.
Well, what age for Patrick then?
I mean, he's probably going to be dating his teacher in like the 3rd grade or something. No, I mean, I don't know.
What's that Adam Sandler movie? That's my boy.
That's my boy. If Donnie Burger comes in, you let him in.
Donnie Burger.
I had a wise man explain it to me once. Sons are better because you only have to worry about one dick in town. With daughters, you have to worry about all of them.
Oh, don't tell me that.
That's ruining Patty's day here.
I'm lucky that I'm very fortunate. Obviously, every guy wants their little mans, but especially after having a daughter, I'm so happy that I have my little man. More of as a spy rather than kind of having a mini you know.
Do I have the timing right? You just missed out on the Irish twins?
They're Irish.
Oh, all right. So it's the other way around. So for a month, they're the same number of years.
Yeah. So as of right now, I have 2 1-year-olds.
Oh boy!
I know.
Yeah, until Friday, my daughter will be 2.
Wow, you have your hands full, man.
So definitely do.
PJ's not even up and running yet, is he?
He's standing. He's standing. He takes a couple steps. He's a really lazy kid. He'd rather sit there, eat, and watch TV than.
So he's your junior.
He's my junior.
He takes after his father. Yep. That's what's gonna get crazy is when they're both running around.
Oh yeah, we already know. Well, so like he'll like crawl to the stairs.
Yep.
And then climb the stairs. And,
really?
Run up the stairs. Yeah, like if he wants to get somewhere, he can do it. It's just
he's preparing for football.
Yeah, he's gonna he'll be my linebacker.
Yeah.
Running back.
I have an important question.
All right.
Let's go, Ed.
All right. So your daughter's got all the Barbies. What happens when your son wants to play with the Barbies?
That's a good question. Has he done it yet?
Honestly,
she has a lot of toys.
So she's got this like Auntie Sherelle. Auntie Sherelle bought Aria this pink like little airplane toy.
Oh, nice.
Where Patrick's always played with, and then she bought him this red airplane toy.
Right.
And immediately, for some reason, whatever the reason is, he starts playing with the red one.
So he did.
Yeah, so he did. But I mean, I don't care if he plays with Barbies. I don't care if he dresses as Barbies. As long as he's trying to go to the NFL, that's all I care about.
I mean, that's pretty much our ticket at this point.
It's our ticket.
Honestly, what age are you going to let him start playing tackle football? Because I know there's like the CTE and there's a bunch of stuff where it's like you can mess up your brain if you start playing too soon. I don't know the logistics.
Yeah, honestly,
of it,
that's a great question, man. I honestly probably won't let him play tackle till like high school. I didn't play high school tackle, and then
I remember that.
I'll probably let him play flag, obviously learn the game, but I probably won't let him play until like I want to let him play hockey. I mean, hockey like consumes so much time too. You know what I mean? Like you're playing all year round hockey. So I'll let him play hockey, and then football. I'll let him play flag, and then till tackle in high school.
Right, because I know now tackle, it's like there's so many concerns with it. In some places, I think they were even like not letting them do it. I don't know. I don't know what the statistics are.
A lot of it is the pacification of America. So.
Yeah, I guess. Right? Is that what you think, Ed?
Well, every now and then, little helmet to helmet, knock the quarterback out. You know, it happens.
Back in the day, it used to be super prevalent. Remember, like Brandon Merriweather?
Oh,
the Patriots?
Back in the day, things were a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Right, right.
Even Brett Favre's era. I mean, that guy was getting destroyed.
Oh, I know. Well, there was no even thought of CTE back in the day, right? Like it didn't exist until recently.
High school football when I played was torture.
Yeah.
You know, you'd go back in August, the week before school.
Yep.
Do 3-a-day sessions.
Oh my God.
And they withhold water, right?
Yeah, they would do that on
water.
They do that on purpose, right?
Oh yeah.
So it was like the Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
that was a real thing.
That was a real thing. You had to earn your water.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
What position do you play?
Tackle.
Nice.
You know, I played weak side tackle.
All right.
Well, strictly speaking, I was right tackle.
Okay.
And somebody said to me at one point, well, you're a pussy. You weren't even a left tackle. I said, yeah, our quarterback was left-handed.
So you were blindside then?
So then it was the exact opposite.
Right.
You don't see too many left-handed quarterbacks these days, do you? Who was the last one? Mike Vick was left-handed, right? Or am I making that
Michael
up?
Vick was left-handed.
He was, okay.
Your boy Tebow.
Tebow never.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in the NFL right now who's left-handed.
I don't know if there is one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of
What's
anybody.
Tebow doing? Still pretending to play baseball?
He's still
I
pretending
think
to play
he is.
baseball.
What league is he in? He's in like
He's playing for the Mets farm system somewhere. It's bringing in 15 fans a week.
Oh man, dude! Hey, can we look up the name? I remember the name of the team was hilarious. It was like the Show Ponies or something that he played for.
The Show Ponies.
I swear to God, because somebody told me, I think it was my sister's boyfriend, actually saw them play, and it was like Tim Tebow played for like the Show Ponies or something.
Oh man!
Let's see if we can get the
Did
exact
you see
name.
the Heisman commercials? You ever see that?
No.
It's pretty funny. So you know Kyler Murray that played for the Cardinals?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So he originally chose baseball. He got drafted by the Oakland A's.
Right, a bunch of people did. Tom Brady did as well.
Tom Brady did, and then
imagine that. Imagine he played baseball instead.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, I know. Thank God he didn't.
I don't want to imagine that. But yeah, so
this must be the one you were referencing. The Birmingham Rumble Ponies.
Rumble Ponies. That's it. He plays for the Rumble Ponies. Is that still legit?
They probably play the Spinners.
They might.
No, he's important now. He's with the Syracuse Mets, AAA.
Oh, he's in AAA. Wow. So
see you, Tebow.
He could potentially make it to the MLB then if he's in AAA.
What's his batting average at? Does it say, Ed?
7.
I was going to say, wait, what?
107.
Let's see. In 2016, he was with the Scottsdale Scorpions and batted a solid 194.
Oh, 194, really?
But then he moved on to the Columbia Fireflies, where he had a stellar year at 220.
Wow.
220.
So he must he must be a power hitter.
But then he had to go to the St. Lucie Mets. Oh, he hit 231. Now, last year with the Rumble Ponies, he was hitting 273.
Okay.
Tebow.
No wonder why he got up to AAA.
And all the way up to 6 home runs.
Okay. They have a shorter season there, so I'm sure that was a huge part of it.
So he's making progress.
He's making progress.
I mean, how old is he now?
I don't know.
He has to be in his early 30s. I would say late 20s.
But you know what? For him, congratulations to him, because he has to be doing it for the love of the game, just for fun. Because he's got a ton of money.
He's a competitive person.
Yeah, so he has to be doing it for fun, because why else travel through all those towns on like a Greyhound bus when he has to have millions left over?
Oh, yeah.
He turned 32 in August.
Okay. All right.
Well, he's not in it for the hookups. I mean,
no,
still saving himself.
He's definitely not there. 32. He has no kids. How many kids are you gonna have by the age of 32 at this point?
2.
You're on pace for like 5. Is it gonna end at 2? Or you don't know yet?
We're done. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep, we both agreed. Me and Kales.
Wow, Kale, did you hear that? I know baby fever is coming.
Our sister just had a beautiful baby.
Right, I saw that. Congratulations to them. If you're watching,
Vic
Sherelle
Jordan.
and Vic, congrats.
Did your wife get you fixed?
Yeah, no. I just got the pull-out game.
So that's got to be next on the schedule. Well, you
what's his batting average?
Going back at it, it's pretty solid.
Going back, there was a condensed time there that it was definitely a
Undefeated
struggle.
state champ.
It was a struggle. There was 2 kids in less than 2 years.
That was weak.
Yeah,
But I figured it out.
but you stopped at only 1 kid, huh, Ed?
Yeah.
And I've decided to stop at 0.
Yeah, one's plenty.
Right.
It really is, especially when you look at college.
Yeah, especially when they go to BC, right? Ed?
That's right.
I was going to say, once you get into the cost of raising a child, how much? Is it
Actually, you got it right, though. You keep them right close together in age because the financial aid sort of gets bundled together, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
your
That's a great
ability to
point.
pay in any given year.
Right.
And then the next year, even when one gets out of school, it should be relatively the same.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
I was going to ask you that is what if like the benefits of them being so close in age. I mean, you have 2 babies at once, so now you're not going to have to not sleep through the night in the future. But what else do you think like makes it better? Just having 2 right at once instead of having them be like 6 and 4 and 2.
So I mean, obviously, my son being a pretty big kid, like he's like already
How
the
big
same.
is he? How big is he on the scale of like?
He's off the charts.
He's
for
off the
both height and
charts,
weight,
right? Yeah, that's
So
what
he's
I heard.
So he's in the same diapers as his sister right now. That's a year older than him. So like that helps. Obviously, you pull out the same diaper. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You change them out.
Well, now they must be getting hand me down toys too, right? Because you have so many toys from Aria now.
Anything she's playing with, he's touching.
Right.
Too.
So
Yeah.
it's 2 for 1.
Yeah, for sure. And then, obviously they're going to grow up together and they're going to be best friends. Like what they're doing behind me and Kale's back, like they're going to be doing
they're
it.
gonna be doing it
At least they're
together.
doing it together. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
So
when
they'll
we go
be
on
sneaking out
vacations, they have each other. Like
Yeah. So you're gonna go on vacation and leave him home alone then?
no, like when we
Oh
go on
yeah,
family
when you're
vacations.
saying.
Yeah,
But would you do that?
No.
Well,
Not
when they're
no.
one.
Well, no, right, yeah, not necessarily
Yeah,
right now. But I'm just asking him because it was tough for his parents because they used to have a beach. They had a lake house in
Yeah.
Maine,
Oh,
and every
that's-
time they'd go away, like 60, 70 kids would
Yeah.
somehow show up at the house. I don't know.
Well, you were head of security, and
I-
it didn't really help.
I was gonna say some people would invite everyone in town. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
I
who
would
was-
say a little gathering, and there would be like 60 people here, and I'd find out this kid's messaging people on Facebook.
See,
You're welcome, everyone.
things were easier back in the day before all this technology. It
Yes.
had to be word of mouth.
Right.
So it was much rarer things did get out of control, but not with the frequency it does today.
Well, the
Right.
cops too back then really didn't care. I mean, they kind of laughed at it, right? Ed?
They didn't care much at all
No.
unless you were wildly out of control.
Yeah.
You were abusive, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with us, I feel like it's totally different. I mean, 10 years ago was when we were doing all this type of stuff. And I feel like even in 10 years, well, technology has gone through the roof, even in the 10 years, because it's so much easier to talk to people now. But everything's just different.
Yeah,
Now you see
different world.
people getting arrested for their kids having parties in their basement.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
back in the day, that would have never even crossed our minds. I mean, that was non-existent when you were a kid, right?
Oh, that never happened.
Never, right?
No.
Well, were you? Was the drinking age 18 when you were a kid?
Yeah, I was caught in that transitional period.
Right, yep.
But it was 18 for a while and then not.
Right. Well, did they even ask?
Back in the day, I think the first time I bought beer in a liquor store, I was 14.
Okay.
They didn't care.
No.
That's crazy. Yeah, see, like my parents growing up, they would let me. They didn't care if I drank at that age, at 14. But if they saw marijuana, they thought it was the craziest drug in the world. It's crazy.
Very true. It is funny.
That was definitely different.
Yeah, I've been told that by multiple
You were,
people.
classified in the whole burnout category.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a different
exactly.
category of people.
You were on drugs.
And my brother was a geek. He went to Central Catholic, so
So Johnny was not a geek. He's a standout athlete. Sorry, right, John? Yeah, Eddie. But speaking of that, that's another great question. At what age are you gonna let them experiment? Try that.
man.
When will PJ try his first beer? I joke around it was going to be at his first birthday, but what do you think?
It's so hard.
At what age you catch them?
Generations change so much. I mean, realistically, I could probably see me catching Patrick at like 16 or something.
Yeah,
I probably started drinking at like 16.
yeah, I would say that's pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
Yes.
When did your dad first catch you?
It was at Point Sebago. I was at my dad's lake house at
Yep.
Sebago. I was absolutely trashed, and I woke up my mom and I asked her to make me and my friends ham and cheese sandwiches. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Did you do it?
I honestly, she probably did, but I forget.
Did you get in trouble?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't care, but I remember I was blacked out, I guess, and I woke up my mom to ask to make us food.
Right. Wow.
My mom's a saint. But
Real mature.
Yeah, real mature.
Well, then from there, once we got to college, I feel like everything changed because you're already off on your own. You're already doing your own thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So you already have all that freedom.
Yeah.
So when you come back, it's really not that.
That's the problem. That's the
Right.
hardest part about coming back from college. Is
Right.
kind of you're in your parents' household again, and their rules. It's like
You go there, you're 18, 19, 20. You're not old enough to drink yet, but you're already doing whatever you want to be
you're
doing
doing
at
whatever you want.
college.
Exactly.
And anyone who doesn't think that is nuts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How do you feel, Ed? You have a daughter in college. Do you think she's drank underage at college?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
I mean, I think it's always a question of degree
Yeah.
and are they getting themselves into trouble?
Right.
So until it becomes a problem, you're just fighting against a battle you're never going to win.
Exactly.
point.
Exactly. That's
So for me, as a parent, the important thing is to sit them down and talk to them about it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
for sure.
If you choose to, you know damn well they already are.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
'Cause once they're out of the house, you can't control them.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
My daughter's not leaving.
She's never allowed to leave the house.
So what's the biggest advice before we wrap up for new parents? Now that you've had 2 kids in 2 years, you have a lot of experience. What do you think?
Definitely teamwork. You got to be able to. If you're gonna have a baby, it's got to be with someone you love because the partnership, like it's all about teamwork, man.
Right.
Like I mean, having one kid. If you're gonna complain about having one kid,
Yep.
then you're an absolute pansy because
You're not ready for a second one.
you're not ready for a second one. 2 is an absolute game changer. 1, I mean, enjoy every moment, man.
Right.
Because every time I come home, my daughter being 2. I mean, my son, you don't really notice it yet, but my daughter almost being 2 on Friday, she's learning something new every day, dude.
Right.
And it's like, just cherish the moments and just be a team.
Growing quick so fast, man. It really is.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
It's nuts. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Pat, do you want him to follow you somewhere? You don't have Twitter or Instagram, huh?
Nah, just Facebook. I'm an old soul.
Just Facebook.
Pat O'Leary.
Find him on there, Pat O'Leary. All right, so guys, like, subscribe, share it, tell your friends. I'll be back next week, and I'm going to have a vape owner on, so he's going to come on and talk about how they're banning it in Massachusetts. So we're going to go in depth on that, so it should be good. Tune in then. Thanks, guys.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.